Hello and welcome to NSK's PV Power Hour for December 2nd, 2017. My name is Yoshi, and this is a podcast about Japanese idols brought to you by newschoolkaidan.com. And I am joined, as always, by my friend, Charlie Darko Cowden. Your new nickname.
Yeah,
Charlie Darko.
I can be pretty dark.
We all can.
Yeah, but I'm not sure quite to the same level as I can.
And we're not going to go down that rabbit hole because we're going to talk about some Japanese idols, and hopefully we won't go down any dark alleys. We're just going to go down a very bright, shiny rainbow road.
Okay,
The yellow brick road, if you will.
Slightly gray alleys, baby.
Yeah, there's a couple of gray stuff in here, so we'll get to that.
With some nostalgia in there.
Oh, yeah, there's a very much a nostalgia piece in there. But before we get to that, we got to get to ANGERME. Manner mode. Once again.
Yeah, this is the actual PV?
This is the actual PV, but a promotion edit short version.
Yeah, which is...
What the fuck?
Stupid!
Why? Hello Project is consistently one of the groups that says fuck short PVs, but then they've done it twice for this release already.
Yeah.
It's like 99 times out of 100 they'll do full PVs, and then they'll always have this one or two random ones that are short. I don't know what they do as like, oh, this should be short. Like, what is the criteria to make it a short PV?
I don't know.
Yeah. So it doesn't make any sense because most of the time they never do short PVs.
Yeah.
But I feel like we get a pretty good glimpse as to what this PV is about. This PV, Manner Mode, we talked about in when we first talked about the song and the weird ass PV that they released with it. It's silent mode, so your phone is on silent, so you don't disturb people, if you will. And this, they lean more into the phone thing, so they lay out like iPhones.
Yeah.
Horizontally and vertically. And each screen shows footage of the members, whether it's outside or indoors. I do have to say the outdoor shots look bad because it is cloudy as hell or something.
Yeah.
It just looks really bad. It's so gray.
Yeah. I don't like the time stop thing they got going. I don't quite understand it.
I mean, your time stops when your phone's on silent, dog.
I guess.
No, that's bullshit.
I don't know. Because a few of them snap out of it and actually move, but it doesn't really make sense on why. And
Yep.
I don't know.
Yeah, this PV is complete nonsense. I do like that they addressed one of my big concerns with Hello Project PVs is that they're not confined in a small-ass studio. So they go outside. There's actual, like, background, like, real life.
Yeah.
And I thought that was refreshing to see, even if the rest of the PV is in a small set with a very boring background.
Yeah. And they're random geometrical shapes.
Yep. That's always a thing. And, yeah, so I thought this PV was pretty well done. I just thought the scenes outside were not impressive because it is cloudy and the lighting looks bad and aged.
Yeah, it looks a little yellow.
Yeah, it looks like they're using old-ass footage from decades ago when it definitely isn't.
Yeah, I'm not into this
Yeah,
PV.
I think it's fine.
I think part of that's the song, too. I'm not really into this song.
I thought you were okay with it.
I'm okay with it, but that's, about it.
Yeah, I still feel pretty good about the song. I think I might like it more now. The chorus is really still very hooky, so
Yeah.
I do dig that a lot. So I'm still pretty good on the song.
Yeah, I don't even remember what I rated the song last week.
I think it was high 70s for me.
Um, but I wouldn't say it's changed a whole lot.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that either, but I do like it still.
Yeah, yeah, it's all right. The PV just I don't know it doesn't do it for me.
Yeah,
I like the dance shot versions, but I think I would have preferred if they had used footage from the other PV in actual widescreen, so
yeah,
or full frame, rather than the outdoor shots.
yeah. That might have been better considering the outdoor shots look pretty grim.
Yeah,
It
and then
looks like an apocalypse kind of
yeah,
sky.
yeah,
Is this Fallout? That's what it looks like.
maybe
Yeah.
Fallout 5, New Tokyo.
Yep. That would be kind of amazing. A video game created by a Western developer set in Japan would that sounds pretty interesting actually.
I would play that.
Yeah.
I would definitely play that.
My first Fallout game.
The only problem is they'll never do it because they only do games of areas that they are very familiar with.
Right. What is the latest Fallout was in like Boston or something, right?
Yeah.
So, and then
Yep.
they did Vegas.
Which was Obsidian.
Oh. Now it's Bethesda, right?
Well, Bethesda had the rights to it, but they hired Obsidian to do New Vegas.
Oh, gotcha.
And since Obsidian knew New Vegas, Las Vegas pretty well, that's where they set it.
Right. That's cool. All right. I don't think there's much else to say about it because because we already talked about the song. So if you're gonna rate it.
Yeah, I'll give the PV a I don't know 64. It's okay. Yeah, the song hasn't changed. I don't remember what I gave it last week, but I haven't changed my mind on it.
Yeah. I'll give the PV a 74. It's interesting, like, I guess, because they use the phones and stuff. It's not, like, innovative. We've seen groups do that before. But I like seeing the Hello Project isn't just doing a performance-focused PV where they're actually using, like, props to, I don't know, use ideas outside of just dancing in front of a set. So I like that. But yeah, the outdoor shots don't look great and not very interesting. So I like the idea. That's why I give it props, I guess. Song, I'll give an 81. It's catchy to me. I know it's not very impressive or original, innovative, or it's nothing you've never heard of before, but it's got a really good hook in the chorus, and I think the song got stuck in my head. So I appreciate that. All right, let's on Judamu Manor Mode. Next up girls. Kari, be a girl.
Yeah. I think it's hard not to be a girl for them, so.
Yeah. Well, for me, the song is be a person that doesn't fall asleep to this song in PV. And I can't.
The PV is a total fail.
The entire PV is one shot, basically, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Well, I guess it's technically two shots.
It's technically two shots, but you really only need, like, one camera to do it if you had, like, a really good camera.
Yeah. Yep.
Or you could have, like, 5 or 6 cameras, basically.
Yeah.
Or 5, yeah, basically 5 cameras, I guess. But
yeah.
The entire PV is a rectangular-shaped cutout of the members
Sensor
lined up.
box.
Yeah, it's a sensor box over the eyes of the members in the background. So it's a little confusing. It's 2 pictures layered on top of each other. On top is the sensor bar, where the members are standing from, shoulder to shoulder, and they're singing the song in a very darkly lit, bright color background room.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably just green screen, or they actually had lights that lit them.
I think it's actual lights because there's one shot in there where it's a yellow background with a red light.
Right. Yeah. I honestly, I don't know if anything. I don't know what the camera techniques they used is, but yeah, it looks like they're being lit, but not really lit. If you know what I'm saying, because it's dark as shit.
Yep.
So the sensor bar is the 5 members, and then in the background, over the eyes, is a close-up of the members that's probably just the same exact shot as the sensor bar shot.
But they're using different frames from the shots because the background colors don't always match.
Right, and then they're not mouthing the lyrics, I guess, for the background shot, but it's the same shot, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
They didn't have to move the camera or the members.
Nope.
Yeah. So, this is the entirety of the PV.
Oh, there they had to move the camera. They had to move the members. They had to have them turn in a certain way.
Oh, wow. Depth.
Yep.
So deep.
Yep. And that's the entire PV.
Yep. And I'm not a fan. It's boring as fuck.
And then there's like at the end the sensor bar goes away and they do something else and it's whatever.
It's nothing notable, honestly. It's just 99% of the PV is what we just described, and it is boring beyond belief. So, I think we could talk about the song. Song is a electropop, and it is not hype at all.
Nope.
And
vocally
filtered. Yeah, not crazy autotune or anything, but
it's not auto-tune, but there's filtering.
Yeah, I mean every song has that.
There's processing going on in this that I don't like.
Yeah. Yeah, I wasn't too bothered by it, but yeah, this song is like not hype at all. Up Girl song, which is not my kind of Up Girl song. Up Girls, I want them to be hype and screaming and excited, yelling wacky shit.
Yep. And it's
not that.
Yeah, it's a very, very repetitive, flat, like, dubstep song.
It's not even dubstep, it's just like electro. You don't hear like wub-wubs or anything.
Yeah.
It's just a very flat instrumental electro track. And very plain and indistinguishable.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, this one really, really falls short of the mark.
Yeah.
And they're releasing this in 3 versions? Oh, dear God.
The PV?
The single.
Oh. Idol groups do that.
Yeah, but the other, the other song wasn't... It was better.
Oh, yeah. Not even close. Wasn't Jojo do Konjo was way
okay.
better.
Yeah.
The PV was better. It was funny. It's goofy.
Yeah.
It had the typical Up Girls energy. This PV is devoid of any emotion, and it's very obvious because the members are very deadpan in this entire PV.
Yep. I listened to this a few times, but yeah, it was very easy to ignore it.
Yep. All right. You want to rate it? We have a lot of PVs to talk about, so I don't want to spend too much time on stuff that we don't really enjoy.
The PV gets a 0. I see no redeeming qualities in this video at all.
Yeah.
The song I'll give a 62. It's a song. that doesn't quite fail at being a song. It just fails at being an up-up girl song.
I'll give the PV a 30. Yep. Everything you stated. Everything we complained about. I don't like it at all. Song, I'll give a 64. It's okay.
It's a song.
It's a song. It's a song that exists in this universe, and I acknowledge its existence, but I don't care for it at all. It's just flat and lethargic, lazy sounding, and not very inspired. So that's Up Girls, Kakokari, Be a Girl. Next up, Kaqriyo Terror Architect. The song is called Yubikiri Genman.
What are we promising?
I don't know. Death? I will choke you out, bitch, is the promise.
Okay, that actually does help make the PV.
I don't know. I'm just making shit up.
Yeah, but that actually makes the PV make more sense.
I promise to choke you out.
Yeah,
Okay.
that actually does help with some of the what is going on in the video.
Well, I still don't really quite understand.
I don't either.
So, Kaqriyo Terror is under the, what is it label? Kodomomento.
Yeah.
So they're the sister group of Zenbu Kimi no Seida, and there's a member from Zenbu Kimi no Seida, and there's that one girl who was in that one Zenbu Kimi no Seida song, Mare Komachi.
Okay.
They're starring as acting roles.
Okay.
Remember the blonde-haired girl, the white-haired girl, in that one Zenbu song?
Yeah.
I'm assuming it's her. I don't know. But she's not in Zenbu.
Well, I was thinking the screamer that was in that one Zenbu song.
Yeah, I don't remember what she actually did, but she was like a guest in a Zenbu song.
And I thought the white-haired girl was. Yeah, I thought Zenbu had a white-haired girl as a member.
They do, but there was another person that like guested on it.
Yeah, but she had black hair, didn't she?
No, I'm pretty sure she had white hair. It was the PV with the black background.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't know. You'll have to look at it. I don't remember, but
they have their own website, don't they?
yeah,
Their own channel.
yeah. Mac in chat says YSTZ is the white hair girl. So Mashiro is the white hair girl that's actually in Zenbu.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I didn't think they were the same because I thought this chick was taller than Mashido.
Well, Mashiro's not in this PV.
Yeah, no, I didn't think she was, and because I thought YSTZ was taller, so I didn't think it was her.
Well, I could easily recognize the black-haired girl from Zenbu. Because that's the member we don't really like, Draco.
Mm-hmm.
We're both not like
Yeah.
we're not smitten by her. I'm smitten by everyone else in that group, but so yeah, those two, there's some sort of romance going on between those two. I don't know if YSTZ's playing a guy or something, or
Yeah, I don't know.
I guess it's a guy. She's playing the role of a guy, and he is in a relationship with the black-haired girl from Zenbu, and there's like a scene where they're making love, and then another scene where they're walking outside, and then another scene towards the end, YSTZ chokes out the black-haired girl.
Well, it looks like they're making out.
Yeah, they make out for sure, and then she chokes her out.
And then she shows up in a cage. The black-haired girl.
Right.
And
So-
I don't get that part.
So the members of Kaqriyo are in the cage,
Yeah.
is this like some sort of consummation to becoming the sex slave, or is this more like the Edo period brothel situation where the ladies were behind like a cage and you pick out the lady and then you go have sex with
Mm,
them kind of thing?
I don't know.
Like that was her tryout to become a prostitute.
I don't know. That's. I have no idea. I don't understand this video.
No, we're just going off of context. There's no actual story.
Yeah, and there's very little context.
Right.
Other than they're in, kimonos.
Yeah.
Or yukatas or whatever.
Right.
That,
And just girl getting choked out.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know if this is like Rayo says, a view of the idol world or what, but it's very odd.
Yeah, I don't know if it has any deep meaning to it. We'll just have
Yeah,
to
I'm sure it
interpret.
has some meaning to it, but
Yeah, but I don't think it's a. I don't think it goes as far as to say this is a commentary on like modern day business practices or the idol industry.
yeah, I have no idea.
Yeah.
I
So
don't know who the director is or the producer.
it's the same person that does Zenbuki Munoseda song too.
Okay, yeah, I don't get their stuff either, so half
Yeah.
the time.
Yeah. And I thought they were gonna kind of stray in a different path from Zenbu, but this sort of thing just puts me in a similar mood as Zenbu, knowing
Yeah,
that they're part of the same management and label. So
I think it would even if they weren't. It's got a very similar sound.
yeah, for sure. And I think Kagome was their first song. I think it is their first song that we talked about.
Yeah, I think so.
I really like that song because it didn't have as I don't know heavily applied filtering to their vocals like they do here, and they
Mm-hmm.
have that Zenbuki no Seda does this a lot where they do the like a radio edit voice.
Yeah.
It just I don't know what to call it. It just seems like it's you're hearing the noise through a radio or something. It's not like there's fuzz. It just sounds like, you're on a walkie-talkie.
It's very hollow.
Right. And
Compressed.
they do that. Zenbuki no Seda I feel like does that a lot. Maybe I'm thinking, I'm mistaking this, but I don't think Kagome had as much going on with that filtering, but this entire song basically is that sound. I'm not a big fan of it.
I'm listening to it again, and yeah, it kind of does.
What do you mean?
It's kind of got the same vocal treatment on their first song.
The first song, but
Yeah.
not as heavily.
Mm,
I re-listened to it this morning, and I don't think it was as obvious. Maybe it was a music playing a role in it, but I don't think it was as obvious in Kagome.
yeah, I did feel it more in this one.
Yeah,
Or in,
I think it's a little more obvious in this one.
yeah.
So yeah, but I mean, it's the chorus is kind of catchy, but everything else is pretty okay, pretty
Yeah,
average.
yeah. I listened to this one more than I listened to Up Up Girls, but it was still very easy to ignore, and I did not enjoy the vocal treatments they used.
Yeah, it's kind of off-putting. Not my thing in terms of vocal treatments. But then
Yeah.
again, I'm sort of tired of the electro rock thing that idol groups have been doing. The sound that was pioneered by Passcode and stuff.
Yeah.
I've never been a fan of that style. So
Yeah.
It's. I'm not saying this is more of the same, but it has a very similar feel. You know, it's heavy chugging guitars and electro noises. So
Yeah.
whenever I think about that, I associate that with like groups like Zenba Kimi no Seida and Passcode and stuff. And yeah, just doesn't do it for me.
Who is passcode under? Then no.
I don't think they're under Kodomo Mental.
Yeah, I don't know. All it says on their wiki site is associated acts is Never Slide Down.
And Nev Slide Down died, so
Yeah.
they formed and then they died. That's what happened to Nev Slide Down. I think their last show's in January. I think I remember reading that.
Yeah. No, that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah. All right. Anything else on this?
No.
All right. Rate it.
I'm gonna give the song a 68. I did like it more than Up Up Girls, but not a whole lot more. The PV I'll give it 70. I don't understand this video at all, but it does its job. It's somewhat entertaining to watch, if pointless.
Shit. Maybe I was thinking of another group. No, Nev Slide Down. I'll give the PV a 65. It's shot okay. The idea is interesting, but you know, this whole thing of, you know, just dark for being, you know, dark, for the sake of being dark isn't really my thing, so the imagery and stuff doesn't really speak to me. I mean, it's done okay, I guess, but I don't think it's anything of note, even if I was into it. So yeah. Song, I'll give a 69, I guess. The vocal effects turn me off quite a bit, and it's a little excessive, but I do think the chorus is kind of catchy, so it does have redeeming qualities. That's Kaqriyo Terror Architect, Yubiki Genman. Next up, Magical Punchline. Watashi ga watashi o moyasu ryu. The reason why I burn myself. What the fuck?
Damn.
Does that even mean? Is that like a 420 Blaze It joke, or?
I don't know.
Well, from the feel of this PV and song, it's definitely not that.
No, this. I made up a whole freaking thing about what this video is about.
Well, do you want me to explain to you what is actually going on?
Sure.
Okay. So, in this world they live in, it's not our world, it's not our reality, but in this world that they live in, their future and their lives are dictated by those books that you see in the intro. So everything that's going to happen to you is already predetermined. So it's like destiny is already like written in the history books, basically. And then they're like all depressed because they're like, man, fuck my future because I want to be my own thing. I want to be a strong, independent woman.
Okay.
And then they rise against, not the band, but they rise against the system.
Interesting. So who's the one actually doing the stealing, then?
Well, the members are.
There's somebody in a hood, in a robe, that you
Right,
never
right.
see their face.
Yeah, I don't know what that's about exactly, but the members want to get rid of their books or do something with them.
Okay.
Because that's their predetermined future that they don't want.
Interesting.
So.
I just took it all as like a view on our internet security.
They work for what is cybersecurity services?
No, I was thinking how terrible it is.
Yeah.
You know,
Is it like a promotion with like McAfee or
It's like,
Norton?
hey, this is what happens when you don't use security. Equifax.
God damn it. Or Uber.
Yeah, yeah. And they're after their books to shred them and destroy all their personal information
Right.
off the web.
I need to get rid of my credit card information off of this bookshelf.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Fucking great. Uh, yeah, this PV is dark as shit and
Yep.
can't really see much. And most of the PV is the members just kind of rummaging through the school and trying to locate the books that were stolen
Mm-hmm.
by the mysterious hooded figure. And that's basically this entire PV. And
Yeah.
ending makes no sense because they're like dead on the ground and passed out. That's it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Damn. That's it.
That's it. There's no. It's like Kaqriyo Terror. There's like no actual story. It's just bullshit.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, there's story there, but there's really no. It's story for being story. It's not story because they want to.
Tell a story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's drama because they needed drama in the video.
Yep.
Which, it works. And with their concept as a group, you know.
Yep. I guess.
I guess, yeah. I'm a little disappointed in the outfits. They're really plain.
I like them a lot, actually.
I like the design of them and I like the coloring on them, but they're just, they're school outfits.
Yeah, but you know what? What's cool is the little touch they added with the long skirt hanging from the short skirt. I
And
like that a lot. It reminds
Yeah.
me of the skib-on like
Mm-hmm.
girl Yankee outfits.
Yeah.
It's like they took that and cut it in half.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a different take on the sailor outfits and kind of cool. So
Yeah, I guess that. And they also got the long scarf or tie or whatever that thing around the neck is.
right, yeah. I mean, it's a member color differentiator.
Well, their outfit, the stripes are also different, or
Yeah.
member colored.
Yeah. Well, it's really hard to tell in the darkness those stripes, so you kind of need the scarves.
Yeah.
That's big and bulky in front of their chest. So
I think one of my biggest problems with the outfits are the stockings. The
yeah,
leggings.
that's probably excessive. The fishnet looking.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little excessive. But I don't know. I like them overall, design wise.
But I don't know. I think they could have gotten more elaborate.
Yeah, it's not like anything like original, but I'm a fan of. I still am a sucker for Japanese school outfits. So, it's a weird. That's my fetish kind of moment.
Yeah.
So I think they're still awesome as performing uniforms. Just taking like the context of high school girls wearing them out of it. I just think they're nicely designed outfits, and it makes people look uniform.
Yeah.
Which is the point because they're uniforms.
Eh.
So what? Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, and they're very conforming.
Yeah, yeah, of course. That's why they force the kids to wear them, so they
Yep.
conform to the rules and standards.
Deus
So.
Ex Machina is the name of this single.
What? The single?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so is this like a B-side?
Or at least that's what it says in here. Is the
Yeah, I see that. That's
second single, Deus Ex Machina.
that's weird. I'd prefer that. So is this title not Watashi o moyasuru you? Like it says in the title? Oh, wait. There's like 4 PVs? What?
Oh,
Oh.
boy.
Oh god, there's 4 PVs and they're all the same like location, and the other 3 are short versions, but they're all different songs.
Oh, oh boy.
So it's a concept mini album EP kind of single.
Oh boy.
So Deus Ex Machina is the title of the whole thing, but this song is its own song,
So, Deus Ex Machina is the title of the movie.
basically. And this is like the first part or some shit, I guess. But the other PVs are minute and 45 seconds long, and I didn't realize that was a thing.
I didn't either. I thought they were like solo shot.
Why would they
stuff.
do that? Oh, God. They're just spreading out the views. They shouldn't be doing that. They're not a big group. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Do they not have profiles on their website?
I don't
Their
know.
website's weird.
All right. Let's talk about the song.
Ah, boy.
The song sounds like a techno pop song from the 90s, and that's kind of my shit. And Mech pointed out in chat that this sounds like a Nogizaka song. Yes, I completely agree. It sounds like Safe Kuno Mannequin. So much so that I tweeted that out last night. Listening, was it last night or 2 days ago? Yeah, I was like, this is basically Safe Kuno Mannequin. You know, going from the PV where they're wearing school outfits, they're dancing in the gymnasium, and lasers, lights, whatever, and the song sounds like Safe Kuno Mannequin. So, this is Safe Kuno Mannequin done by Magical Punchline.
Mm-hmm. Oh boy. So I was listening to the other song. I don't
You don't care.
I don't get it.
Get what?
Why their single concept. But no,
Yeah.
no.
It's
I
dumb.
actually when he mentioned it, I heard the Nogi in there.
Yeah, this is totally Safe Kuno Mannequin.
Although
Instrumentals, melodies is totally Safe Kuno Mannequin.
I think energy wise, it's more something I'd probably see Kayakizaka doing.
Yeah, I could see that. Nogizaka is definitely more of a lesser energetic Kayakizaka, so
Yeah.
yeah, that would be dope if Kayaki did a song like this too. Well, they sort of did, but it's not exactly like this. But yeah,
As long as they use a brighter set.
yeah. Well, my issue with like Safe Kuno Mannequin, as great of a song as it is, it's my favorite Nogizaka song without question. As great as a song as it is, the vocals still suck ass. It's just the typical everyone sounds the same, and it's a lot of falsetto kind of singing style that has no energy and sounds lazy.
Mm-hmm.
At least here they sing, so
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, I mean, I watched this and the PV was cool-ish.
No, no, this PV's not cool.
I said ish.
Yeah,
Yeah. Uh, but I did not. The song did not catch me at all.
yeah.
I'm a-
I like the song more than PV.
I must have listened to this 10 times this morning, and it's just like, yeah, no, I want it. I want to like it. I want it to grab me and pull me in, but no,
Yeah,
just it's like casting a fishing hook in a steel plate.
didn't catch.
Yeah, just no effect.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I like it. Not as much as Safe Kuno Mannequin, but it is a good one of those. So
No, I can definitely see where people would like it. It didn't do it for me.
yeah.
And
Alright.
maybe part of that was also the drama at the beginning.
Oh, for sure. Like this PV is not good, but purely based on the drama and like the ridiculous story they wanted to tell.
I think we determined a long time ago with AKB that drama PVs like this, where they do talking and acting, just don't work.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it works for fans of those groups, but for jaded old fucks like us, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
We want to get to the meat. We don't want we don't want hors d'oeuvres. We don't want appetizers. We want to get the fucking big ass juicy steak, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Fuck yeah, steak. All right, anything else?
No.
Rate it.
Yeah, I'm gonna give the PV a 68. It was kind of coolish, kind of, sort of. The dance looked like it could have been good, but I don't think there was enough of it. This song I'll give a 73. It should hook you, and it didn't for me.
I'll give the PV a 60. It's shot okay, but it's too dark. The drama's too long. It's not an interesting concept either, but the best thing visually is the outfits. And I do have to say, Magical Punchline, very, very cute members. I see a lot of potential in their cuteness, but yeah, I so far have not been super caught by their recent releases. Like even the one where they're like marching around outside in the middle of nowhere in grass, like that PV sucked. I don't think that song was very good either. But the members have potential from what I can tell visually. So, wish they did something a little more my style, which this one is, I guess, closer to it. Song, it sounds like Safety No Mannequin, which is my favorite Nogizaka song. It's a good thing because there aren't too many like techno pop songs like that around from like what I pay attention to. So it's refreshing to hear. And I think this is a pretty good one of those. I'll give it a 79. I do think it's pretty catchy. Not overly amazingly catchy, but it's pretty catchy. So it's Magical Punchline, Watashi ga Watashi wa Moyasu Ryu. 420 Blaze It. Next up, you ready to lull, Draco? You gonna lull?
No.
LOL?
No.
LMFAO?
No.
ROFL?
No.
Damn it, because NMB48 wants to make you Wado to people!
What up, people?
What up, people? Yes, absolutely. That's exactly what Wadota means. So, people who don't know, Wadota is LOL, or I laughed, and the W's that are floating across your monitors while watching this PV are a classic reference to Nico Nico Doga, Japan's biggest video streaming site, where users can comment and overlay their comments on top of videos if you choose to do so. And
Which
most of the
is
time
on
it's
by
just
default.
W's. Right, and you can turn that off, but yeah. So this PV just features that reference a lot, where W's just scroll across from right to left.
Yeah, it's a Nico Nico video.
Yeah, on YouTube.
Yeah. You could have literally taken this, put it up on Nico Nico, and had
It should be a Nico Nico exclusive.
Yeah.
How do they not approach Nico Nico and go, hey, I'm about to get you like 1 million views just by uploading this exclusively to your video service site? And
Yep.
Nico Nico will be like, oh, here's like a $10,000 to do that. And they didn't. I mean, maybe they did, but they also did it on YouTube, so it's clearly not exclusive. So that's a missed opportunity there, and since we're on the subject of shit scrolling across the screen, you know, at the end when the PV's about to end, you see the 8s, which is Hachi or Apache, which is in reference to the sound of clapping. Yeah. So that sounded like something else. Yeah, so it's like they tried to be funny or like make meme references, but it's not funny at all.
They tried to be like current and relevant, and it's not current or relevant.
Yeah. Like the title suggests, it's like basically if I were to translate the title, I would do like LOL people, right? This isn't LOL at all.
No.
And their NMB's record company, you know what their record company is?
Oh, God, I should.
LOL Records.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh, God. Uh.
This
Wow.
isn't LOL. This is like SMH.
Yeah, it just. I have used Nico Nico Doga.
Yeah. It sucks, by the way. It sucks ass. Come on, let's be real. It sucks.
Yeah, it's the microtransactions of the video streaming
Specific events, yeah. The UI sucks for me. I hate the UI.
Yeah.
Um,
I always disable comments
I
on
always
videos
do. Yeah.
because I don't want to see the shit scrolling across the screen. I don't care what you say. I don't want to see your stars or your W's or your 8s.
It's similar to like Twitch chat, right? I am one of those psychos that like reading Twitch chat because a lot of it, like good funny memes come from it, and you get like a lot of the hype. Like when you're watching like when anime was being streamed on Twitch, like it was really dope because even the shitty shows that I don't like, I sort of enjoyed.
Yeah.
Because Twitch was making memes about it, you know? Mm-hmm. So I understand why the scroll comment thing happens.
No, I understand why it happens, but I don't want to read it. I'll read the chat on the side. Right.
Yeah,
I
not
don't,
on the video. Yeah,
I don't want it on the video.
Yeah, that's kind of ridiculous. Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, and they didn't even take it to the level that they should have. If they were going to do it, they needed the stars and the W's and the 8s, scrolling like through like a third of the video.
It would have been funnier if the W's and 8s happened more often.
Yeah, exactly.
Like it's not funny enough.
No.
Like it's ridiculous, but it's not ridiculous enough.
It's more annoying than it is funny.
Yeah, for sure.
And they needed to like cut the W's in half when they did scroll them across.
Yeah.
Because there's towards the middle or wherever it's at, it's just a wall of W's and you can't see anything.
Right.
And yeah, no, it doesn't work.
No.
It also doesn't help that this video is not that interesting.
No, it takes place on a set, basically. The set is interesting, though. There's a lot of background dancers, too. I don't know if they're all, like, NMB members that aren't in Senbatsu. It kind of looks like it. Yeah, I feel like that's where you should take advantage of your non-Senbatsu members, but I'm not sure if that's the case.
Yeah,
but
it looks like it.
Yeah, but the set is kind of cool. It's big. It's like layered. There's like 3 levels to it, so it looks pretty extravagant, but they didn't do much with it. No. Aside from dance.
No, they stuck a bunch of people in front of the stage and said, look the opposite direction and dance. And they stuck a lot of people up in the 3rd level and said, here, dance. Yeah. Rather than having them act as a crowd.
Right.
So it's like, yeah, I don't know, just somebody wanted something, and I don't know what.
Yeah, that's why it's not funny or, like, interesting.
Yeah.
I wanted this PV to be hilarious, because as soon as, like, the title of the single was announced, I looked at the title, I heard that Shiroma Miru is the center. I'm like, is Shiroma Miru actually a funny person, or is she just popular because, she's pushed and she's pretty or whatever? I'm honestly not sure. I don't follow them close enough. But
yeah, I don't know.
I was like, okay, that's an interesting route to take it. Maybe you should use, maybe your, funny members as a center or something, NMB, I'm sure, still has plenty of funny members around, I would imagine. But there's no humor in this PV at all.
No. Well, except for the dance. The dance is kind of stupid.
It's stupid, but it's not funny.
Their little W that they do.
Yeah, like the least they could have done is like dress in like dumb banana outfits or something, you know? But they're all dressed like chic Harajuku style outfits, I guess.
Yeah.
It just nothing about this is charming in a way that I wanted it to be, you know?
Mm-hmm. No, I agree. I completely agree with that. And I'm not even sure who they could have put in as a funny member.
Yeah, I don't remember because all the funny members I remember from NMB are basically gone.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of like Kishinarika, Ogasawara Mayu.
Yeah.
They're gone. Those two were the funniest members for me when they were around. Obviously, I haven't followed NMB that closely since, but it's not like those two comedic geniuses, in my opinion, are not around. So it's like,
yeah, and like Minoshige was a concurrency, which apparently ended. Lemon is not so much a
she's not a comedian. It's just her character was funny,
yeah,
which she apparently doesn't do anymore.
yeah. Who's the other one?
No, but even if you had a funny member be the center, this PV is not going to be saved because the concept alone is not funny.
Yeah.
This is not a funny PV.
Oh, who's the one that had the blue hair?
Kinoshita Momoka.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is she?
She's gone.
Is she gone or?
She's gone. She's graduated.
Okay, I knew she was graduating, but I wasn't sure.
She is gone. She's
she had
gone. She is
Yep,
out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I could have seen her in this.
Yeah, but what is she gonna do to make this funny though?
I don't know.
There's nothing you can do to make this funny.
I imagine she might have told somebody to go screw off though, because it's not funny.
Yeah, but it's not like she makes the decisions.
If
anything, she'll just get demoted. They'll be like, okay, we're gonna shove you in the back.
That would have been actually funny.
Yeah. They announce the center. It's like, hey, Kinoshita Momoka's the center, guys. Get hype. It's gonna be hilarious. And then they demote her to like third row, and then it's like someone boring as fuck. That situation is kind of funny, but that's not the case.
No.
Yeah. So whoever directed it came up with this idea is they clearly didn't understand the title of the song. And I'm sure some people are like, well, you don't need to make the PV about being funny. Well, they did because all the W's are scrolling across my screen. So clearly they wanted something to be funny because they're scrolling W's across the screen. That's a direct reference to LOLs in Japan.
Yeah, that is LOL in Japan.
Yeah, so like it's meant to be funny, right? Why would you put LOL if it's not funny?
I don't know.
It's not funny.
I don't know. Yeah. And then the A's at the end, I mean, that would be something you would see.
Yeah.
But, damn. I was actually somewhat enjoying the video, and then just, no, you can't see anything.
Yep. They do that a couple times with the W's too.
Yeah.
So,
and their camera that they used is crap.
I think the lighting sucks.
Well, the camera they used has a really slow focus.
Mm-hmm.
So as they're panning around, you have a hard time focusing.
Yeah, they're trying to focus on multiple members or something.
And it just doesn't work.
Yeah.
The set's interesting. Some of the like backstage stuff is cute. I won't say it's that interesting, but
it's just what they did with it. They didn't do anything with it.
Yeah,
it's just a set, literally.
Yeah. I like the song somewhat though.
Oh God.
I have to admit, this song got stuck in my head.
Yeah, I
Or,
think.
well, I can't say it got stuck in my head, but it made me bob my head along with it.
Oh God.
A lot.
I sit here. I can get why it got stuck in someone's head because it is catchy. I'll give you that, but it's for me not catchy in a good way. It's catchy because it's just annoying,
Yeah. Yeah, no,
and
it's. Yeah, definitely repetitive.
it's and then it's you know. It's catchy, but I don't really like it enough for it to like stay in
Yeah.
my head because I want it. It's just there because it has a hook and not the
Yeah.
hook that I want.
It made me bob my head along with it a lot.
Oh, God.
Which is not
I hate
necessarily a good thing,
I
but
hate this song. I hate that this exists. I don't hate it. I just hate the existence of this.
why?
It just I guess I'm just triggered by like the idea. My ideal NMB is someone like some group with like comedic timing, cute, can dance, and good energy, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's crossed off most of the check marks in this PV, but like humor is a huge thing in NMB. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's always something that's always talked about with NMB, and it's severely lacking.
Yeah, I mean they had a whole show around being funny.
Right. And my God, what a like bait and switch. I was like, oh, what up to people? It means LOL people. That's cool. It might be funny, and it's not. Song's not funny either. So
I'm just trying to think. If Up Up Girls had this, it would probably be better, at least video wise.
well, I mean, if Up Up Girls did this song, right? Let's take the song. The instrumentals would be hyper.
Mm-hmm.
It would have more punch. It would have more kick, and vocally, it would be more interesting because they belt out the lyrics. While the way AKS records their vocals, it's very flat and lazy sounding.
Mm-hmm.
So there's already a difference there. At least it'll have energy.
Yeah. But the PV would be a lot funnier.
Yeah. I mean, they
I
would lean
could
into it.
I could see them doing some really crazy stuff.
Well, I'm surprised that NMB didn't lean into it, you know?
Yeah.
I don't get this at all. I don't know why this exists in this form. It doesn't make sense to me.
And even like that one solo dance shot, or not solo dance shot, but the center dance shot, she's just standing in one spot, and it's not even that energetic
Yeah.
for yeah her. So I don't know. I don't like the video. I'll say that.
Yeah. I don't like the song either, so. Alright, you want to rate it?
Yeah. And when's Sayaka graduating?
Never.
Um, the song, I'll give it a 75 just because it did get stuck in my head. Um, but I can see myself getting really annoyed with it. The video, I'll give a 70. It's got some nice shots of the members, but yeah, doesn't work.
I'll give the PV a 60. 65. It's it's shot okay. The lighting's really yellow and bloomy in certain parts. I like the set. I like the outfits. It's really dumb. But it's not a funny PV. I was hoping this was a funny thing, and it's not at all. So it's supremely disappointing. And song, I'll give a 68. It has catchy moments, but those catchy moments are not the kind of catchy moments I want because the rest of the song is forgettable and its hook is very strong and yet unbelievably annoying. So that's NMB 48 Wado to People. I'm not laughing at all.
Nope.
Speaking of not laughing, Morning Musume 20th. That's apparently the group title because this is the 20th anniversary version of Ai no Tane.
Oh boy. I wonder how many people have heard this song.
I mean, some
Yeah, some.
because they had to do the sell 40,000 copies in 5 days or something, right? To debut.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So those 40,000 people, maybe there's a lot of overlap there, but those 40,000 people have heard it.
20,000 it would, because I've heard it.
There you go. Well, 40,002 for me, I guess.
Because I heard it, like,
But like hardcore Morning Musume fans have definitely heard of this.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I was never a hardcore Morning Musume fan, but I've definitely heard of this just because of doing research and stuff and history.
Well, and they've played it at concerts.
Yeah, I've never seen a Morning Musume concert from start to finish. I always usually just skip to the songs I want to listen to and see.
Yeah.
But yeah, this song is the pre-debut Morning Musume song. The history is Tsunku's like, hey, let's sell 40,000 or whatever, however many
50.
copies, and 50,000 in 5 days, was it?
I
I think it was 5 days. Or five events, like spread across a month.
It was released on November 3rd, and they singly hit 50,000 sold by November 30th.
Right. They did like 5 events across 30 days, and then had to sell 50,000. And they did that, and that's how they were able to debut with Morning Coffee. So this is pre-Morning Coffee. This is their demo track, is what I remember reading is the official thing. It's not even like a indie single. It's literally a demo track, more so than an indie single, which, it's what it is, I guess. But so this song never been my kind of thing. So I don't know how you felt about Ai no Tane.
I enjoy it. It's a decent song. I would say I enjoy this one more than the original. Simply because they're better singers.
Vocally, yeah. It's kind of rough. Morning Musume back then was really rough vocally.
Yeah. They
really
were,
bad.
Not to mention the technology.
Yeah.
In recording.
Right.
So yeah, I enjoyed this song. It's a little soft for what I would normally listen to, but
it's like a 80s throwback idol pop.
Yeah.
Like during the idol boom in Japan.
I mean, it was released in 97, so
yeah.
Yeah, definitely a throwback there.
Now, even in 97, they weren't quite doing idol songs like this.
Yeah.
It was a little more modern sounding. This sounds very retro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of this. It's pretty whatever.
I was the first time I watched this, I went, okay, I know her, and I know her, and I know her.
I recognize everyone.
Well, and I'm looking at the other two members, going, I don't like immediately recognize them. I'm like, is that?
Well, they didn't stick around very long.
This is. Well, I stuck around in Hello Project a long time, or under Upfront for a long time.
But she wasn't in Morning Musume.
No, she left Morning Musume. I guess she. Yeah, it doesn't actually say on here. I guess 2000.
Yeah, I remember she was definitely in Love Machine, so it was definitely after Love Machine.
So, like, what, 3 years? Whereas Asuka, like, left.
Real early.
She was 99, so even still it was.
I mean, that's only like a year and a half, 2 years into.
Yeah, because it was April, so. But, yeah, I had to look and see if it was actually their original members.
Yeah.
because I'm like, I know Ida and I know Natsumi and Nakasawa Yuko.
Right.
And I have to say, they all look pretty damn good.
Yeah, I would say so.
In fact, I'd say Ida actually got better looking.
Yeah, she's not, like, as Johnson as she used to be.
Yeah.
She was very Johnson back then.
Yeah, that was actually my first thought. I'm like, oh, it's Johnson.
Yeah. Yeah, she looks great. Everyone looks great. It's great seeing them. Like, Abi Natsume, probably my all-time favorite member. She still looks amazing. Like, holy shit.
What? She hasn't aged.
Like, unreal. It's fucking unreal how good she looks.
She has not aged.
At all. She's 36. What the fuck, dude?
And Yuko's like 44.
Yeah, they all look good. Ishiguro's 39, dude. The fuck, dude?
I think that 44, 46? Yeah, 44.
Fukuda Asuka's only 32. Wow. She's younger than everyone else. Wow.
Well, and Natsumi's like...
She's 36.
Yeah, she's...
Fukuda Asuka's younger than everyone. Jesus.
If she's... God, she had to be like, what?
Like 15. No, 13. She was 13 when she debuted.
No. Hello Project always did like him young.
Yeah, we don't talk about that. So, yeah, the old first generation members look fucking fantastic. I would marry the hell out of them.
Yeah?
Hell yeah.
Yeah?
And, you know, of course, the current Morning Musume's sprinkled in, but the main focus is clearly the OG members here in the PV. This is a short version. I don't know if this is a trend in Hello Project, but, you know, we already talked about Anjuramu's short version PV, and this is kind of scary to think that this might be the direction they're heading in.
Yeah. I mean, there's not a whole lot. I don't think more that they could...
Not in here, no.
Going to show.
Yeah.
It's a pretty simple, basic video.
Yeah.
It's the current members dancing.
Yep.
And the original members standing in front of some blue microphones singing.
Yep.
Because Hello Project can't afford the really good quality Shure microphones.
Maybe it's a really expensive blue microphone.
Oh, I'm sure it is. Blue's got some really freaking expensive mics.
Yeah. Well,
and then
they don't really interact, though.
No.
They're completely separate.
Yeah.
There's no crossing of streams.
Yeah. You get a little bit of, like, the members standing in front of the flower walls, singing along.
But the OG members aren't there.
No,
it's
but they're
weird.
They're singing along with the OG members.
Right. But it's weird that they don't exist in the same space.
Yeah.
I think it's weird. Like, super disjointed.
Yeah. I mean, they kind of don't exist in the same space.
They don't. They're probably not even the same, like, they're probably not even in the studio at the same time. They're probably completely, like, different days.
Well, I can tell you they're not, because the OG members are all doing theirs, recording solo. Even the OG members aren't in the studio at the same time.
No, they are. They're like, there's like random shots of them sitting around a table picking flowers. Like
okay.
I'm saying like the OGs don't interact with the current members. It's weird.
Yeah. I don't know. I didn't find that really distracting.
I mean, it's not distracting, but I notice it, and now I can't stop thinking about it.
I really didn't even think about it.
Yeah, it's weird.
I did...
Maybe the second half they actually meet, or something.
Maybe. Yeah, it's possible.
Since this is only the first half.
What I did actually think about was, you know what? This is going to be Kudo's last single.
Is she in this?
Yeah.
I didn't even realize that. I thought she was done after the last single.
Yeah, so did I. But no, I think she's graduating in spring or winter or the not spring, the winter tour. I think
Oh,
soon ish.
right. Okay.
But yeah, she's with Oda. Yeah, with Sakura, I believe. I think that's who she's with in the shots where she's singing.
I honestly like whenever they split the members up and then like split the screen in half and then you see the OG members, my eyes go straight to the OG members. I don't give a shit about the current members.
Yeah.
In
No,
this context, I do give a shit about current members. Just in this context, I'd rather see Abe Natsume, okay? Or Ida Kari, okay? That's just how I am right now.
yeah. No, I agree. I mean, it took me watching it a few times to really watch it, to
Yeah.
really see everything.
All right.
And yeah, the nostalgia. I've watched or I heard this song over 15 years ago. Like probably closer to like 16, 17.
Yeah.
um
That you don't date yourself. Too late.
no, yeah, probably closer to like 2001.
Yeah.
I wasn't there when it came out,
Not too many people were.
but yeah, so like, yikes.
Yeah. Puts it in perspective. Because
yeah,
what is it? 90% of the members in this group right now were not even born when the song was released.
oh God,
So.
oh God, make me feel really old.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh God, yeah, Kudo Haruko was not born when this song was.
No, hell no. She's like 18 or 19, right? Yeah. I think the only person who was old enough would be like Fukuma Mizuki and Ikubo Haruno, right? Everyone else? Oh, no. Ishida Ayumi's 20, 21 now. So, but everyone else is like under 20 for sure.
Okay, so let's see. We've got Ishida Ayumi, Ikubo Haruno, Ikuta Erina, and Fukuma
Oh,
Mizuki,
Ikuta Erina, okay. Yeah.
who were all
1 years old.
not quite. I don't
2
even
months old.
think that old.
Yeah. So,
Oh God,
crazy,
yeah.
right? This is crazy. It's fucking nuts that this is happening, but it's cool
Well,
nonetheless.
Ikubo would have been like 3.
Yeah. She definitely wouldn't have bought it. 3 years old. Hey mom, let's go to a random event for a unknown group and buy their single. No, I don't think that happened. So.
Yeah, well, we're looking at like 6 months old.
Jesus Christ.
God,
right.
Oh, I feel old now.
Anything else?
No.
Right.
I was like in nostalgia land, and then I realized just how freaking old I am.
It's your anniversary, man.
Yeah. Hopefully they do something bigger than they did for the 10th anniversary. I'll give the PV. I don't know. I'll give it a 78. It's shot well. The members look good. God, I am like super freaking biased on the song too, just because of the nostalgia of it. I'll give it an 80. I'll try and reserve myself.
Yeah, you can't say 100.
No.
It's not. This song is okay. It's not 100.
No.
Yeah. I'll give the PV a 75. It's shot okay. I just still think it's a little disjointed where the OGs don't hang out with the current members. I think it's a little nitpicky, but you know, I think it's a little weird. But man, the OGs look fucking great. Jesus, Abe Natsume. She's like an alien. that descended upon this earth. She's too good for us.
I wonder if her sister looks as good as she does.
I don't know. I don't know. No, I don't think anyone looks as good as Natsume. That's I guess what my stance is. She looks amazing.
I want to know where the fountain of youth is.
Yeah, she clearly has it somewhere.
God.
So she looks fucking amazing. Song, I'll give a 76. It's never been a favorite of mine. I don't have like super big nostalgia for it either because like I got into Morning Musume through like Love Machine and stuff, so it was never like the early shit like Morning Coffee or Aino Tane. So yeah,
I enjoyed Morning Coffee.
I think I like Morning Coffee more than Aino Tane, to be honest with you, especially if it has good vocals like this. Morning Coffee was rough.
I could definitely go with a remake of that.
Yeah.
By the originals.
It has to be by the originals. I don't need to hear a current cover version of it.
Yeah.
I'm sure it'll be fine, but that's not what I want. All right, so that's Morning Musume 20th. Aino Tane. Next up, BiSH. Smack Baby Smack. This is off their album, BiSH Guerrilla. The Guerrilla BiSH. So, this is the second PV for their album after My Landscape, and this song is a little more up-tempo, a little more in your face, a little more aggressive, punk. More my style.
Less my style.
Yeah.
Because I don't think I liked the last one either all that much.
My Landscape?
Yeah.
Yeah, that song grew on me, to be honest with you. Because the cool thing with BiSH and whatever they've been doing is they've been releasing their stuff like a month early. And if you buy it a month early, you can buy it for 300 yen. So I bought their album for 300 yen. And I listened to it, and it was really good. And this is one of the songs that stuck out. And yeah, I like it a lot.
I like Aina's voice in this. I like the way her voice cracks in this one.
Oh, yeah. I mean, when it happens, it's fucking great.
Yeah.
I love it.
But there's a few, there's a lot of parts in it I don't like. It sounds very overdriven. In the chorus.
As in, like, what is it, too aggressive, or?
I guess it's not the chorus. It's the solo lines where they're in the triangle jumping around. Yeah, it's just too aggressive. Or too loud, rather. Not necessarily aggressive, it's just too loud. It kind of drowns out the vocals.
Is it the vocals or the instrumentals?
Instrumentals.
Okay. Yeah, I think the chorus, especially, the drums go a little too hard.
Yeah.
Like, it's trying to be way too busy when it shouldn't have to be. So I can see what you're talking about there. But that's a thing that Matsukuma Kenta does from time to time, so I'm, guess, kind of desensitized.
Yeah. But yeah, it's the part just before they rip off the blindfold from the tied up dude that I find a little overdriven, a little too loud.
Yeah.
And I don't like whoever's doing the singing in that part before Aina.
I don't know. You have to give me a timestamp.
It might be the girl that's it's around 208. It's a little before that. Whoever's standing next to Aina.
Okay, yeah, that's Lin.
Yeah, I don't like her voice.
Her voice is not the strongest for sure, but she has an edge to her because she kind of screams too. So I like her vocals just because it's not like, it's not like idly good or anything. I think it's just kind of like a screamy, screechy voice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
I find it weird that they're all wearing blindfolds and the one chick's still wearing the glasses.
Yeah, that's that's her thing. She's glasses.
Yeah, but while wearing a blindfold just seems weird.
Yeah. So the song reminds me of BiSH's Chelsea. It's a lot of like guitar riffing heavy in a punk rock style,
Hmm.
and I Chelsea just so happens to be one of my favorite BiSH songs, so it reminded me of that in a good way. You know, it's not like the same; it's different, and I prefer BiSH's vocals over BiSH's. So like this is like even if they were to sing Chelsea, it would be a better version vocally. Um, I speaking of like singing ability, I feel like Chi Chi was not a very good singer when BiSH started out. I was like, why is this girl getting the second most amount of singing time after Aina? Like Aina, I could understand. She has this really powerful husky voice that you don't really hear all that much. But then I was like, Chi Chi, I was hearing her voice. I was like, it's not very strong and kind of weak. And like, I get it. She sort of has an idly voice, but I don't think it's very good compared to Aina. So I was kind of like disturbed by like her singing. Like, I didn't really like it a lot. But in the past year or so, I think she's gotten way better. And I don't notice her singing being really bad these days. And I actually like her singing now, and it sounds really strong. And I even like watched a music station performance from last night where they performed "Promise the Star," and she sounded pretty great. So I have to say she has like I don't really notice like idols getting better on vocals because it's idols, right? Like you don't really see people like improve all that much. They kind of stay the same for me. I never noticed go, oh, she is a better dancer now all of a sudden. Like I never really noticed stuff like
Yeah.
that. But for Chi Chi, I've noticed that her voice got way better. So I think it's cool that this song is what it is, and I don't know, it sounds a lot like BiSH's Chelsea, so if you're into that style, it's totally that, and I like it.
Yeah, I don't mind it, but it's definitely something I could do without.
Yeah. I think
I
this is a perfect album song.
but then I was never punk rock fan, so
Hmm. Yeah. Let's talk about the PV. Members are in a warehouse of some kind, and there's a American muscle car.
looks like a Camaro. I'm pretty sure it's a Chevy.
Yeah, I have no idea. I don't know shit about muscle cars.
Well, at first I thought it was Dodge Charger, but I looked at the emblem on the hood and it's not. It's not Dodge. So
Yeah, you know more than me. So, in this warehouse with a muscle car in it, the BiSH members have a portly gentleman tied up on a chair, blindfolded, and in his underwear for some reason. They don't really go into why.
nope.
And what I just realized is there's water on the floor, and I thought it was because he pissed himself, but it's gasoline, I guess.
I guess it could be.
Because one of the members, I believe it was Ayuni D,
Oh,
she lights the lighter and throws the lighter towards the camera,
right.
which is where he's standing. And after that, you know, fire. So I just realized that it was gasoline. So for some reason, the man is being tortured and kidnapped and held against his will, and the members literally light him on fire.
That they do.
Yeah.
Okay.
They don't show the man on fire. That's why it was a little confusing to me.
Yeah, no, yeah, I was confused by that too. Not the water or the gasoline on the ground, but just the whole. I don't know. The dude's just confusing to me.
Yeah, they don't explain why he's there or what they're doing with him, so we just have no idea.
Yeah, there's no. I don't know. There's no story there at all.
Yeah, and they don't like interact with him either. Like, he's just sitting
Hmm.
there, and the members are performing in front of him.
While he's blindfolded or
Yep.
burning to death, I guess.
Yep. So.
Yeah. Like I said, dark.
Yep.
And somehow he got untied from the chair when they like knocked him over.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's weird.
Somehow. Yep. But it's fine. It's okay.
It's really dark though.
It's dark, but I can see everyone.
I kind of disagree with that. I think that spotlight that they use is a little too sunray type.
I don't know. Maybe I just recognize everyone now. Like I used to. Like BiSH is one of those groups I know everyone's face now. So like even their silhouette is enough. So
Yeah.
maybe that's why I feel like I can see everyone. But yeah, if this was a group that I'm totally unaware of and don't know the names of the members, yeah, maybe I could see it that way.
And that would be me because I
Yeah.
don't. I had to look up who you were talking about with Chi Chi.
Yeah, well, she's the person that sings second most, so
So
it's pretty consistent that she's the person that sings the second most.
yeah, it's just I don't know. It's very washed out in the face, at least in the farther the zoomed out shots. The
Right.
up close shots are okay.
Yeah,
They're still a little glary and hard to see, but they're not as bad.
yeah.
Why the nosebleed?
I I don't know. Oh, because she got smacked.
She did?
Yeah, there's a choreo where she's getting smacked
Oh.
in the chorus. It's literally girl with the glasses, Atsuko. She's just slapping her over and over again in the entire chorus.
Ah, I see it. Okay.
Yeah, on the left side. So yeah, that might be why.
This is some really weird choreo.
Well, I mean, there's choreo, and I forgot which song. They literally do concho, the whole sticking your finger into someone's butt thing. They literally do that in one of the songs as choreo. So, they do some goofy shit.
That one actually makes more sense than like 90% of this one.
Well, I mean, at least like the title is "Smack Baby Smack," so you're smacking someone.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah. Anything else?
No.
All right, rate it.
I'll give it a PV like a. I'll give it a 77. I don't like the lighting in it mostly. The song I'll give it a 74. It's okay, but not my style.
I'll give the PV a 79. I think it's enjoyable. It's nicely shot. The dark lighting doesn't really bother me. I get the context, It's supposed to be kind of dark. I get it. But, I'm into BiSH, so I can recognize everyone. So it might be an issue for people who aren't to recognize faces. But, yeah, I like the outfits. I like the idea. So, song, I'll give an 85. It's like This Is Chelsea. It's up-tempo, guitar riffing punk rock. It's really catchy. I think it's actually more catchy than Chelsea. I don't think Chelsea has as big of a hook. And yeah, it's good energy. Vocal work is top notch by Ina, as always. So it's a BiSH Smack Baby Smack. Next up, and last but not least, oh, that was loud. This group is called Shingeki. Song is titled Kakame Zenya Awake Eve.
Which do you want to go through first?
It's up to you, man.
I was a little confused watching this because this is something that popped up while I was checking out the PVs for this week,
Yep.
and I was a little confused because it's like there's two members,
No, it's not.
and I'm like, no. So I'm looking them up, and no, there's like 6 members.
Yep.
And it's okay, but and they do show the members later on.
Yeah.
Then there's a few shots of them sprinkled out. I don't know. The PV's just kind of them in the city,
Yeah.
and a few shots of the other members, which kind of seem, I don't know, not as well produced, not as well thought out.
Yeah. Like what is it? It's like a karaoke box.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. They go into a breakdown musically, and then it's dark, and
lots of flashing lights.
yeah.
And it looks like maybe there's some, like, I don't know, glow in the dark stuff on their teeth or something. I don't know.
Right, yeah. Or it could just be,
Black light.
yeah, black lighting maybe does it. I don't know.
I don't know.
So, yeah, this PV is not very good, I don't think.
It's... I don't know. As a I mean, if you're looking for, like, a conceptual PV, probably not, no. If you're looking for, hey, these are the 2 members who get the most time, then yes.
No, even then, like, the first half of the PV is, like, a lot of the 2 members, right?
Mm-hmm.
Those shots look terrible.
Yeah, they're
It's
very...
white, it's whited out, it's Japan filtered to death. There's, like,
Yeah.
weird sparkles on the side. Those shots don't look good. They don't highlight the members at all.
Oh, I wouldn't say they don't highlight the members. They don't make them look the best.
Yeah, that's what I mean. When you
But-
highlight someone, you make them look good, and they don't.
Yeah, it's kind of got that, I don't know, this is a dream type filter on it, I guess you would say.
Yeah, that's just a nice way of saying it looks like shit.
Yeah, well, yeah. And even the, like, karaoke box shot is Japan filtered.
Yeah, even though it's dark.
Yeah. I kind of like the rings. I want some of those. I want the flashing rings.
There you go. You can have them. You can have it.
I was watching this and looking at the girl with the hat, and she reminds me of Ogawa Mana.
I have no idea who that is.
Yeah, exactly. Nobody. I don't. I wonder how many people would actually understand that. She was a member of Canary Club, which is probably another reference that nobody gets.
I have no idea who you're talking about.
They were on TNX, with Up Up Girls.
So it's like
The Possible.
the possible. Yeah, I was about to say it was like the possible situation.
And she went solo.
Gotcha.
She did a couple songs. One of them was like Souping Rock. But just looks wise, she really reminds me of her.
So what about this PV do you like? Or is it more the song?
It's more the song.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I do like the...
Because this PV's not good.
I don't know. I found myself enjoying the 2-member shots. I don't know why, but I did. I don't know what it was about it, but something drew me into it.
The song did.
Yes, the song.
Not
definitely.
visually.
I would say visually too, but not as much as the song. The song reminds me of, it's like rock pada pada.
Did you
With
listen to their other stuff?
I did listen to the last single.
It doesn't sound anything like this.
No, it was very weird.
It was alternative idol rock.
Yeah, and it was like
It's
seven
like
minutes
Zenbu Kimi
long.
no Seida.
It was like 7 minutes long, and it had a rap breakdown, and I don't know. It was weird. I I don't know if I'd say it was like Zenbu because they vocally, I don't think they are similar at all.
I'm just saying that musically, style wise.
Yeah, yeah, uh, yeah. I don't know the name of this song, but it's the one that came out in September. Their debut, I guess.
Well, they released like 3 PVs in September, I think.
Yeah. The one with them at the table talking about what type of group they wanted to be.
Right.
Uh,
Yeah, so it's like this song is completely different from their early stuff or their previous releases.
yeah.
And looks wise too, because this looks pretty tame and sounds pretty tame.
To a degree, yeah. It definitely doesn't have the costumes.
Yeah, it's like street clothes.
Yeah. And the other members are featured way more.
Yeah, this PV is like literally 2 members, and then it's like 2 member and friends. I don't know their
Yeah.
names, but
Uh,
I think I just saw it. I think that one girl's Emoko, and the other girl is like
Kotono.
Jikuri Kotono. Yeah,
Yeah, Kotono.
yeah,
That's who I thought it was Imoko and Kotono.
yeah. I would Oshi Emoko. Just saying. You want okay? You like this because glasses, right? That's the only reason
Well,
why.
that's why I'm like torn between them.
Okay, you don't. Okay, you don't even
But
like the song. You just like the
no,
glasses.
I do like the song. It reminds me of like, well, it reminds me of Pada Pada a lot.
Yeah.
Especially
Except for the middle part.
well, even that does to a certain degree.
I think it's like a crappy EDM breakdown.
It is. I like the rhythm of it. This song really, I've probably listened to this song like 7 or 8 times before the show. It's one of those things that just drills into your brain.
I find everything like in the middle, right? The electronic breakdown or whatever.
The karaoke box.
Yeah, it's way too long.
Oh yeah,
And there's no point to it. It's not even the bridge yet. It's like after the first chorus.
Yeah, I would
It doesn't
say
make sense.
I would say the whole song is too long.
Yeah, for sure. And this part is way too long and not good. There's nothing happening. It's just random bleeps and bloops and members like radio voices saying random shit.
Want to be rapping?
Yeah, and it's not even rapping. It's just like and that's it. They literally say stuff for 2 seconds and that's it. Like split into like 15 seconds apart.
Yeah,
Like it's like what?
yeah. I don't know, but I don't know. The rhythm of it is well, the latter half of it, I should say.
It's completely disjointed from everything else in the song. Like
Yeah.
take out the middle part completely and I'll be more okay with the song.
Okay, I can see that. I happen to enjoy both parts, so I'm okay with it.
They don't make sense with each other.
Yeah, but you know what? How many? I wouldn't say that a lot of Momoclo or Stardust songs necessarily made sense with each other.
Yeah, but there's a certain charm to what they do though. This I don't feel any charm. It's just like the dude's like, "Hey, I'm going to throw this weird electro breakdown in the middle and they're just going to say a couple lines within like the next minute and a half, which is way too long for any specific portion of a song." Just by the way, it's a minute and a half. I
No,
can understand if it's 15, 20, 30 seconds. Get it. I'll treat it as a bridge. That's fine. But it's a minute fucking half, dude. That's half the song. More than half the song.
Well, Not in this case, it's not.
Not in this case, but in most songs, it's more than half the song.
Yeah. No, I agree it's too long. I think they should have cut out the first, like, 15, 30 seconds
I
of
would
it
cut a minute of it.
and just use the later half.
Yeah.
But they had to give the rapper time to get in there.
No, let's take out the entire silence and make the whole thing a rap thing, and then you're good.
Yeah.
No one's watching this and listening to this going, "Oh, I really want the electro breakdown in the middle." It's not why I'm here. I want to hear them. They're not very good singing.
I disagree with that, but well, I don't know.
It's typical indie idol singing. It's not very good.
I don't know if it's very good, but I like it. So, and that's what matters to me. Is I like it.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm not saying it's bad, like, as in I don't enjoy it because they're singing badly. It's just a thing that is noticeable.
But yeah, no, I agree. The dubstep is EDM. I won't even say it's dubstep. I'll just call
It's
it
not
EDM.
dubstep.
Breakdown is too long. But I do like the latter half of it. Instrumentally.
And I know some people's, like, elongate, like, musical breaks, so it's possible that the actual song isn't that long, but, we won't know until you actually buy the single and listen to it, but, yeah.
Yeah.
Even, like, the rest of the song, which is, the meat for me, that whole thing in the middle for a minute and a half, that's just, like, that's fucking salad. I don't give a shit about salad. I want to meat, I want to eat meat. So, the meat of the song, which is the rest of it, like, it's fine. I can see, like, I can hear some catchy parts to it, but I'm not, like, overly impressed. And it's not like your typical, like, alternative, like, idol rock electro sound. So I do think it's unique. Like, they have this unique sound going on for this specific song. But I'm not overly impressed by the melodies or anything else. Like, it's perfectly, like, reasonable. I like it, but I'm not, like, sitting here going, yeah, this is really good. This is really good.
Jesus. I think it's longer than a minute and a half.
Yeah, it's way too long.
It goes from, like, a minute 30 to almost 3:15.
I remember it was 2:10 was when I remembered.
This is like 3:10.
3:10? Okay, it was like it's like something 10. I remember I counted it.
That's like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's way too long.
It's way too long. So even the rest of the song I'm not like super impressed by. I do like it, but I'm not like raving about it.
I could see myself listening to this on repeat for quite some time. All of it. Yeah. Without skipping any of it.
Yeah, I can't agree with you.
And
you're on your own there.
The rhythm. It's not even the melody. It's just the rhythm and the variety.
Well, I mean, if I want rhythm, I'll just go listen to some EDM house. I need vocal melodies. I'm here to hear people singing. There's way better EDM house stuff out there that I could go listen to. I'll go listen to fucking Porter Robinson or Madian if I really wanted instrumental stuff. I'm here for girls singing cool melodies and catching in my head.
Well, it doesn't work for you, but it definitely does for me.
Yeah. Anything else?
No.
All right, rate it.
You're gonna hate me for this. I'm gonna give the song an 85.
I thought you were gonna go higher, to be honest with you.
I could. I definitely could go higher on it. But I think that really long EDM middle does hurt it and I think the song is too long.
Yeah.
The PV, I like the shots of them in the city, and the shots in the karaoke box they're kind of visually engaging, but they're not that interesting to look at. So I would go with like a 75, 76 on it.
I'll give the PV a 70. I think the Japan filtering and the weird lighting treatment kills it for me. Um, Japan's, I'm assuming it's shot in Tokyo. Like Japan and Tokyo's like city like lighting and stuff is beautiful, and they killed it by adding filters on top. And I think that's a shame. And I think it would make the PV a little more grittier and raw. While this turns out to be like, hey, we want to make it a little more idly, I guess. But I don't think city at night is very idly. So I don't know. It's kind of a weird choice there. I'd rather see it without the filters. I think would have been way better. But the members look good. Members are cute. I'm curious as to what they're gonna do from now on. So yeah, I'm at least interested in the group now.
Yeah.
Song like a 74, 75. I'll give it 75. It's the best thing it's got going for it is that it has a very unique sound. There's like this weird like use of instrumentals that like takes in like I don't know all these EDM genres very well, but I feel like there's incorporating like different sounds that we don't really hear from other groups, and it sort of has a retro feel to it at the same time. So I think it's got a unique sound. I think that's the best thing it's got going for it. And what you said about the EDM breakdown in the middle is way too long, and for me, completely out of place in a not good way. Some like you pointed out, like Momoclo does random weird shit from time to time, but there was a time and place for it, and it was written by a certain person who knew how to do it well in a very charming way. I don't really find this kind of thing charming. I found it more jarring than charming, so it's just a little, yeah, a little disappointing there. But it's unique and original and creative. I'll give him that. But I don't think the song is overly catchy, and that's what I want is like a really good hook, and I don't really hear that. It's decently catchy, but not a strong hook. So
It it reminds me of some of the like initial D stuff.
right, yeah, it's got like elements of Eurobeat and like all the other techno electro genres. That's why I think it's a cool song is because it's got like different elements to it and they did it well and it doesn't sound like a repeat or recycled versions of every other like EDM song that Idol Group has done. Like they sound like their own group, which is a funny thing because their previous stuff doesn't sound like this at all. So,
Yeah. I could go watch some of their live stuff.
yeah. So it's curious as to where they're gonna go from here. And I'm definitely intrigued and hopeful for their future. So, and I have to go visit their back catalog again just to see if I can get attached to them. But they seemed very typical idol rock with the little bit of edge to it. But this is definitely different. All right, that's Shingeki. The full title, the full group name is Shinshi Todoroku Gekijo no Gotoku, and shortened as Shingeki. And the song is called Kakme Zenya, Awake Eve. So yeah, that's interesting. All right, that's all the PVs. Holy shit, we got through it. Oh my god.
Didn't take too long.
Yeah, well, imagine if someone else was on the show, like Day or Chase, and we'd still be here talking about NMB probably.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's it for this show. But before we end the show, we gotta pick the MVPV of the night, the most valuable promotion video of the night. So, what is your top two?
I'm guessing you're gonna go with BiSH.
I'm BiSH, like that's no question.
Yeah, I'm thinking. I mean, if I really wanted to, I could go with the top like three of Morning Musume, BiSH, and Shingeki.
Yeah, I think that would be my top three as well, and maybe I could swap out ANGERME with Shingeki. But yeah, I'm with you on that. I don't care about NNB or Magical Punchline or Kaqriyo or Up Girls. So yeah,
Yeah, I don't think Anger Me. Yeah, the
I thought
PV.
I thought it was okay.
Yeah, the PV's just not that good. Um, yeah, I'd probably go with BiSH.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know you really liked Shingeki. I thought you were gonna fight
I,
real hard.
no, I didn't expect them to win.
Yeah. Well, it's remember this is a democracy. We this is not the GOP tax bill here. So we can decide and agree to it if you want to convince me.
No, I don't think I could convince you on that one. So I know you well enough.
Yeah.
But no,
I don't. I would be okay with giving it to them if it was just a tad bit better, just based on uniqueness and creativity. I do think it's like their sound is different from all the other idol groups that do similar kinds of styles. So I do appreciate that.
They already got points in my book for not auto tuning.
Right. That's another thing is like they don't auto tune, so that's like a super super refreshing take on like the electro genre these days for idols at least.
Yeah, but
So
BiSH was solid.
yeah.
I don't have anything against that.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I agree with you on the Shingeki thing. It's like I'm not as high on it as you, obviously, but I do think it's different and like it does deserve props. Like I can see why you're so high on it. It makes sense to me. But like the PV, like I cannot agree with you on the PV. The song I can like see your points, but the PV that's not a good PV for me. That's like the Japan filtering. The city looks okay, but with the Japan filter on top, it looks like a dream, like you said, and I don't really want to dream like that.
yeah.
I don't want to dream about dirty, disgusting Japan at night. You know.
Yeah, and I don't think Morning Musume's was really long enough
Yeah.
to judge.
Now, even then, I don't think the second half would have been that different from the first half. And like the first half was fine; it was really well done, but it's lacking in something. I don't know, just content, I guess.
Yeah.
It was for me. It was all nostalgia, giving it points.
Yeah.
So that's probably not the best way to judge things. But you know, judging is very subjective, even if you try to be objective.
That it is.
So, all right, thank you for conceding for BiSH, because BiSH is the MVP of the week for Smack Baby Smack. If you haven't checked out their album, I would go check it out. It's really awesome. All right. They didn't pay me to say that. Just saying. I just bought their album for 300 yen. And you should have bought it for 300 yen, folks. I tweeted it out. And if you didn't see my tweet, follow me on Twitter at Yoshirect. Follow Draco on Twitter at Draco60. Follow New School Kaidon on Twitter at New School Kaidon. We stream every Saturday nights around 7 p.m. Eastern Time at twitch.tv/NewSchoolKaidon and youtube.com/NewSchoolKaidon. Anything else?
No, I think that's it.
You don't want to talk about your knife?
No.
All right. Oh, I'm hungry, so I gotta go eat.
Yeah.
All right. So y'all go eat, all right? We'll see you guys next week.
Later.